Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sheeran is ready for the holidays. Season's greetings, everyone, and welcome to the channel. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. After the incident with her last Apex, Dr. Vale made sure she was extra careful with her next creation. She made a rhinoceros-type Apex, which she called Monolomoth. This Apex combines DNA of woolly rhinoceros, woolly mammoth, Centaurosaurus, Monolophosaurus, and Dimetrodon. InGen placed the creature in a colder environment and created a total of 10 specimens. Unlike the Protolux, the Monolomoth proved to be much more docile and mainly kept to themselves. They would ignore anything that they didn't deem a threat. Appearance-wise, they've got horns on their nose like their Rhino parent, as well as small tusks, one on each side of its jaw, like its mammoth parent, as well as a smaller version of the Centaurosaurus's signature crest. The sounds they make are typical rhino noises, as well as some hadrosaur-like calls, that, while not as nice as the Hadros Lux's calls, sound beautiful to listen to. One day, however, one of the Protolux broke out of its secure enclosure and found itself in the Monolomoth enclosure. At first, the rhinos thought nothing of it, but then the Protolux provoked one of them, which ended up being a big mistake. The Monolomoth went from being super docile to being super territorial within a matter of seconds. The Monolomoth charged forward and then threw the Protolux across the enclosure with its horns. The Protolux retreated back into the jungle, and the Monolomoth went back to eating afterwards. Dr. Vale and a few members of InGen watched the whole thing unfold, and after that thought it was over. However, about 5 minutes later, the Protolux came back, this time with friends. Knowing it was outnumbered, the Monolomoth called out to its friends for backup. Soon, a whole war broke out between the two species. InGen tried to step in, but the chaos was way too brutal. No one died, fortunately, but the Monolomoth were victorious, sending the Protolux retreating once again. After that, the Monolomoth herd went back to doing what they did best: grazing. Neither Dr. Vale nor InGen knew what to think of this. All they knew was that they had to round up the escaped Protolux and recontain them. They managed to successfully do so, but the Protolux now had a lot to think about. As for the Monolomoth, they spent the rest of their lives grazing and laying around all day, like the laid-back rhinoceros they really were.